Hey everyone, welcome to DevRunner. My name is Paul. I'm an endurance runner and an RRCA certified running coach. And this is episode number 3 of my marathon PR 2023. Hey, I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. Bad one, but nonetheless. Now, despite all that, folks, this series is all about documenting my training as I work toward a 2-hour, 52-minute, and 23-second or faster marathon attempt, which will take place on March 4th at the Myrtle Beach Marathon in South Carolina. Now, this week, I'll be documenting my training from December 26th, 2022 to January 1st of 2023. I'm hoping to reach 94 miles this time around, and I'll be passing along all the tips, tricks, and advice that I can think of to help you become a healthier, happier, faster, and stronger runner yourself. So stick with me. Here we go.
Hey everyone, it's Monday, December 26th, 2022. Happy Boxing Day to everybody who is watching from somewhere in the British Commonwealth. And happy Monday to everybody else. Today is a couple of easy runs for me to begin week 3. This is going to be a 6-mile run on the treadmill, followed by a half-hour break where I will be rehydrating and walking dogs, and then following that up with 5 more easy miles. Ideally, these 2 easy runs should have been separated by at least a couple of hours, but you know me, late start. I ended up playing guitar this morning and kind of got carried away, and now here we are, and it's 3 in the afternoon, so I got to get them both done back to back. Hey folks, the first 6 miles are done. Took me 52 minutes and 48 seconds, and you know, just to try to keep the intensity up, and you know, that's the coach in me talking, saying to try to keep the intensity up. I'm going to go straight into the second leg of my easy run with 5 more miles. The real reason is, as I hinted at earlier, it's late in the day. I want this over with. That's what it really comes down to. Hey folks, 5 more miles done. Took me 43 minutes and 6 seconds to do it. I am feeling tired in the legs. Hopefully I haven't pushed myself to the point where I can't recover with a good night's rest and some good nutrition, because tomorrow's speed, we'll see how it all turns out, won't we? All right, we are now well into week 3. Hopefully, if everything works out, I can start getting closer to my real paces and still manage to complete 94 miles this week. All right, folks, Calvin's having a drink, but I'm getting ready to put on this old pair of Saucony Endorphin Pros to go 10 miles aerobic with 10 strides in the middle of the run, so I guess that's what you'd call, I don't know, fartleks. Then I'll be back for run number 2, which will be 4 miles easy with my squishy old Hoka Cliftons. It's Tuesday, December 27th, 2022. I just finished 10 miles of aerobic running with 10 strides thrown in the middle. So, I don't know, technically I suppose you could call them fartleks. Just 100-meter strides thrown in the middle. 2 miles easy, you know, building up my speed, still in the aerobic zone. And then every half mile I did another stride, and then like 2.5 miles or whatever it worked out to, of just chilling at the same aerobic pace. I averaged 7:31 per mile. It took me an hour and 15 and change. I'm sure the stats are on the screen. It felt great. It's beautiful out here. The super freezing weather has passed by for the moment, and it is now 44 degrees Fahrenheit out here, and beautiful, beautiful Carolina blue skies. So
that takes care of run number 1 for the day. Hey folks, run number 2 is done. 4 miles in the books. Took me 36 minutes and change to get it done. Taking it nice and easy. Stats are on the screen, I'm sure. Glad my running for the day is over. All right, I'm gonna head home, get Calvin saddled up, and we're going for a walk before the sun goes down, which is not very far away. So, nice way to end the day. Spend some time with the puppy boy, and then I think it's gonna be pizza for dinner. Yeah, I know. True eating for success, right? Whatever. I'm not even going to make an excuse. I'm just going to enjoy it. See you tomorrow.
All right, folks. So as you can see, I'm strapping on the Nova Blast 2s again. I know last week I said they were done, but you know, it's been a few days, and you know me, I always want to try to get every last mile out of a pair of shoes before I finally retire them as treadmill-only shoes. So 15 miles, hopefully they hold up. My legs are feeling good after a good night's rest, so hopefully I don't pound them into dust. All right, I'll report in after the 15 are done.
Hey folks, it's Wednesday, December 28th, 2022. Just finished 15 miles in the high end of my aerobic zone. It took me an hour and 58 minutes and 10 seconds to get the job done, and I averaged 7:53 per mile, and I'm happy to say it felt good. None of those times or paces may sound particularly impressive, and you know, overall they're not, but the fact that it comes hot on the heels of yesterday's 10 miles with speed and a subsequent 4-miler of easy pacing and 11 miles on Monday, and after 2 weeks of relatively high mileage for me, you know, the first week of this training cycle was 82 miles. Last week was 88 miles, and I'm gunning for 94 miles this week. And my legs, the fact that I could run this pace today on legs that ostensibly should be worn out is nothing but good news as far as I'm concerned. So while at times the paces aren't impressive, I think the fact that I feel good running even at this pace is great news. So I'm going to take it as a win, and something you should think about too. It's not always about going faster, it's about feeling good despite accumulated fatigue. Hey folks, it's Thursday, December 29th, 2022. It's about 12:15 in the afternoon, and I just finished 5 miles of recovery running on the treadmill. It took me 44 minutes and 41 seconds. Look down, there it is. 44 minutes and 41 seconds. Another old man moment. Anyway, to get this done, 5 miles. And I am just jumping off now. I've got 5 more miles that I'll run later today on the treadmill, but right now I am just going to jump in the shower really quick because I am very happy to announce that in just about 45 minutes I will be hosting a live stream on my DevRunner channel right here, Coach's Corner, where I will be speaking with Susie from I Run Things about her Boston qualifying training.
I am her coach and very proud to be, and we're going to review what her goals are, what she's done thus far, and where I'm going to send her with her training next. Hey folks, it's Thursday, December 30th, 2022. I just ran 14 miles. I don't know how long it took me. I don't care. This was more about an opportunity to clear my head and come to terms with some difficult emotions and memories, because today we lost one of our puppy dogs. Lulu was 14 years old. I'll share a picture of her. It was a rough morning, and I think I needed this time just to kind of be alone with my thoughts. What can I tell you? I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Thanks. Bye. Hey folks, it's Saturday, December 31st, 2022. Preparing for New Year's Eve, and I just finished 10 miles on the treadmill because it's pouring rain outside. And I wasn't in the mood to try to do strides and pick up my pace just to slip on some wet roads. So I decided instead just to torture myself here on the old treadmill. It took me an hour, 17 minutes and 29 seconds to go 10 miles with 8 strides in the middle. So, you know, the argument is there that you could or should call them fartleks and not strides, but whatever. Tomato, tomato. I am looking forward to 20 miles tomorrow, hopefully outside. I'm just hoping that it's not raining to start the new year, because the idea of 20 miles on the treadmill is not all that appealing. But if necessary, it will happen. Here we go. By the way, Happy New Year. Hey folks, Happy New Year. It is 2:30 in the afternoon. It's a very late start for me, even though I didn't do much in the way of drinking or anything carousing or anything partying last night. It's a late start. I was just hanging with Calvin and doing some website work for the, I'm teasing it here folks, the upcoming DevRunnerCoaching.com. Right now, I'm just getting my socks on, making the final preparations before I hit the road for 20 miles to start the new year in the right kind of way. So, with that said, check it out, what I'm breaking out here. Hopefully I'm catching that. I'm breaking out my very last pair of Saucony Endorphin Speed V1s. The end of an era. And I'm hoping that if I wear my carbon-plated shoes during my long runs during this cycle, then hopefully it won't take quite as much out of me, and I'll be able to handle the kind of ridiculous miles that lay ahead. Hey folks, I'm about 7 miles into my 20 miler. Pretty scene here, so I figured I'd share it with you. All right, I got to keep moving because today I'm running far more slowly than I thought I'd be, so it's gonna take me a while. It'll be sundown before I finish this. Listening to Rick Rubin and John Frusciante talk on the Broken Record podcast about the making of Red Hot Chili Peppers records, and having fun listening to it. All right, I'll see you a little further down the road. 20 miles done. Took me 2 hours, 47 minutes, I think 12 seconds. Averaged 8:22 per mile over the 20 miles. I am overdressed. I'm wearing short sleeve technical tee, and my Saucony half tights, and obviously the new pair of my old Endorphin Pro V1s. Whew. On a day where I really didn't need them because there was no speed to be had today. I was just hanging on. It never got painful, but
it was real for the last 5 miles or so. Yeah, pretty much steady state. I was always right there in the low to mid 8-minute per mile range. So, no tailing off at the end. No like weird up and down with the paces. So at least there was consistency. Good news there. And yeah, 94 miles done for week number 3 of the training. Happy with that. Next week, I finally get to 100 miles. So that should be interesting, especially when you consider I'm back to work. Christmas vacation will be over. So that should make things incredibly challenging, especially with all the double days that are coming next week. Anyway, that's neither here nor there for the moment. Let's take a look at the week in a little bit more detail. Here's the week in review. All right, so as you can see from the week in review right there beside me, I did in fact reach 94 miles this week. Whew, it was a little bit of a tight squeeze, but I got it done. I guess the big things that stand out for me in the past 7 days are the fact that Tuesday and Wednesday, there was some nice speed there. I think I started to peter out as the week continued on. The accumulated fatigue began to show itself, and I just kind of crawled across the line there for the 20-miler on Sunday, but the job is done, and I'm still feeling good. So that's the good news going into next week, where I will be attempting 100 miles. Whew, it's been a while, but I've done it before several times, so I'm sure I can do it again. With that said, folks, talking nutrition, a long way to go. I know I promised that I'd talk about my weight this week, but there's nothing good to talk about, and I don't want to bore you with how I managed to put weight on, which I did. So let's just skip past that for now, and I'll try to deliver better news next week. With that said, I did at least get all 7 of my core routines done this week, and I did accomplish 1 strength routine as well. So at least I'm holding state there. So good news. Let's see. If you're looking for a core routine, a strength routine, or information on good running form and cadence, I have videos that are dedicated to those subjects below, so please take a look there. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, folks, please do. I'd very much appreciate it. It helps it grow and reach other runners as well. So there you go. If you're enjoying my content, please give it a thumbs up, give it a like. And if you've got any questions or comments for me, of course, please just leave them below. With that said, folks, get healthy, stay strong, and keep pushing. See you next week.